Well, hello, DirtFish Rally friends. I'm Colin Clark.
I'm David Evans.
And welcome back to Rally Estonia. Now, David, Rally Estonia, who is the man who really needed to do well here?
There's many of them, Colin, but Ott Tänak was the one.
Ott Tänak was absolutely the driver who we expected to set the pace out there. The opening morning, he has retired from the event on a road section. David, it's been a terrible season for him. I don't think we can say anything other than that. A terrible season, and this really is the low point of the season. But let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about where this run of really disappointing results for Tänak started. It was Monte Carlo this year.
It absolutely was for this year, but you could even trace it further back, couldn't you? You know, when he left here victorious on that incredible Sunday last September, things really haven't gone right since then. But certainly this year, Monte Carlo was a huge disappointment. Those punctures that ruled him out, you know, it was just so frustrating that the car was fine, and it was the regulations that caught him out. But then, of course, we went to Arctic Rally Finland, a great high point. You know, that is the one silver lining through what's been a very cloudy 12 months, and sensational. Got into the groove and never really looked like being beaten in Arctic. But after that, just
but you know, what can we say? Your drivers do go through these spells, don't they? And we don't have to look too far through the history books to see it happening. But do we feel it's bad luck? Do we feel it's a combination of things? You know, is he pushing the car too hard? Is he pushing the engineers too hard to get the car to his liking? Is he still struggling? Where is the issue with Ott Tänak and that Hyundai and the results that we saw, the domination that we saw in the Toyota days?
I'm not sure, Colin, that you can say, is he pushing them too hard? It's a real cliche to say it's bad luck. But there is a significant, for me, there's a significant element of bad luck in this, that the tyre thing, you know, here again, you know, 3 punctures. That bad luck? It's probably not, because clearly
I'm going to totally disagree with you.
You know, he took the tyre off the bead on the first one, so there is an issue with the tyres. We know that. So, okay, that's not bad luck. But I think he has been unlucky in some of his results. For sure, the heated windscreen in Safari, it failed on his side, not on Martin's side. Yeah. So there is elements of that. There's no doubt they've tried to evolve the car. They've made the car quicker, and we've talked about this a lot. It will have come at a compromise to the reliability and the durability and the strength of the car. Still talking to the whole team, there is nothing really fundamental that's changed. You know, the Sachs dampers are the same. They've evolved a little bit over the last 12 months. Nothing dramatic has changed with the car. And maybe that's where the problem lies. Perhaps something should have changed with the car. He led in Portugal, he led in Sardinia. You are dead right that drivers, I remember Colin McRae in maybe, was it 2000, when he had a run of something like 10 events, where it was turbo, it was engine, it was this, it was that. Drivers do go through these periods. It is a very difficult one. For me, you know, this is the end of Tänak's championship challenge. It has to be. As an Estonian in Estonia, he was the superhero last year. He's not now. It's a real shame. It's a difficult one. It's a bitter to swallow.
You know, what we do know, and he's more or less said this, he said it a couple of rallies ago, that the focus and the concentration now is on next year, on getting next year's car right. How difficult is it then to get into a car that isn't giving him the results he wants, and to push that car, to the max, and then to have to deal with the disappointments of this morning? In terms of where he's at mentally, where he's at in terms of his psyche, do we have to worry about that?
No, not in the slightest. Ott Tänak is psychologically one of the strongest drivers you'll ever find, isn't he? He has a real ability to put everything out of his mind and just drive. He will do that. And in some ways, this actually crystallizes the picture for him, because he's got nothing to lose. Right. You know, every event he came here flat out. Yeah. You know, forget any kind of tactics. Do what he can to help with Hyundai, absolutely. But the focus, as you rightly say, is on next year. But it's, you know, it's so easy for us to blithely stand here and say, think about next year, it's fine, you know, let's look towards Monte Carlo. It's another season.
It's another
he could
season.
Have been champion.
He's not a 19, 20, 21-year-old Cali Rovera.
He's
been champion once in 2019, and he wants to be a multiple champion.
And he has the speed to do it, and he has the rallycraft to do it, and he has the ability to do it. Right now, between the tyres and the car, he doesn't have the tools in his hand to do it.
So it has been a terrible run of form for Ott Tänak. So the last thing, David, fundamentally, we don't have to worry about Tänak because a lot of people will be worrying about it. Fundamentally, no worries.
Absolutely no worries. And I can't imagine, people in Estonia know Ott Tänak pretty well. We know him quite well. He has the mental strength and resolve to come through all of this. Absolutely all of it. We've seen him in Sardinia. We didn't speak to him the day that he retired. The next day, he was back up. Yeah. When you have people like Marco Martin around you who have real strength, you know, these people have been through, Estonia has been through tough times. These people are I was going to say hard people. I don't want to be misunderstood.
No, but they are. No, they're people who can deal with adversity. They can deal with it.
100%. And he will. And they will come out of it stronger. And
yeah, I think you're right. So the most disappointed man for sure in Estonia today is Ott Tänak. But
the most disappointed men, Martin as well.
Martin, clearly. I'm very sorry. The most disappointed men in Estonia, Martin Järveoja and Ott Tänak. They will bounce back, according to David Evans. Will it be on the next event? Well, stay with us at dirtfish.com because we, as you know, will bring you all the news.